Good afternoon. I just wanted to show another deck. I thought I was getting away from the Fae and Fairy for a little bit, but I guess not, because here it is in the somewhat, I don't think that's specifically mentioned, but then again, I didn't read the whole book yet. But this is called the Healers of the Earth Oracle, and that's the thumbnail, so let me get rid of that. And I can say hello properly. And since it's Earth, I got my little Earth globe here. It's probably hard to see exactly where I am in the world. That looked better when it was down there. Huh. I'm somewhere right there, I think. So let's get that out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't roll around. So here are the first 0 for some reason through 23 cards. And I guess Fae possibly. So you can kind of see it, even though I thought I was getting away from it. I guess not. I like some of the images. There's like a kind of a three different types of things going on in the deck. If you look at the backs, you see keywords there, like this says personal and emotional, and the planet, so it's reversible. This is thin. It's also gilded with a silver, or I think somebody said lunar lighting. It's silver gilding is the best I can think. And it's kind of thick, which kind of makes it awkward to shuffle a little bit, but it is matte, so hopefully it's showing up, even though the sun decided to disappear when I started this. But that's the first 24 cards. I'm not sure what the deal is with the 0 card. Maybe we'll look at that after we look at the cards first. So let's bring in something to cover up these. If I can. That alters the light big time. The lint from the floor. Here are the next 14 cards, 24 through 37. Yeah, you're seeing Fae. I also noticed that whoever selected this artwork, which seems to be purchased from Photolia and Dreams Time, are the two websites where they got stock images. I guess they buy a license for a brief period of time, and that way you don't have to give any attribution, I suppose, to the artist, or even show the original artwork, which I think would have been a nice thing to have done, so I could compare it with what it was versus what it became, because they did say somewhere in the book that it's by Mandy Peterson. I got this from Etsy for $45. This is the borderless edition. Published in 2018, and somewhere she did say that she or somebody photoshopped, that's become a word I guess, to include snowflakes, ice, rain, sparkles, birds, and arcane circles. Not sure what that means exactly. And they did a lot of that with some Photoshop brushes they bought from a place called obsidiandawn.com, or downloaded them from there. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I will link to the PDFs, which seem to be free. It doesn't match up completely with the book and the website, where it's also the creator's website, I guess. So that's those. That looks okay. Let's go to the next 14, which will be 38 through 51. If I can get it up there and straight and cover up the others. I think so. Maybe zoom a little bit for you, not too much. Does like women with very lengthy feet. They look like they're size 12 or I'm only guessing since I'm like at 12 and a half. Depends on the shoe, of course. So that's trying to see if I like something in particular. I like that. Here comes 52 through 65. Sorry. Pixie, fairy, fae, perhaps. Processing energies. That's interesting. I guess these are bubbles with the number for the card in them, which they all seem to have. I won't try to explain what's going on, but I'm assuming you can use the cards however you see fit. And here's the last set, 66 through 72. So I guess that makes there 73 cards in the deck. And you can see it's the same size as a US Games tarot card, but smaller than a Los Scarabeo tarot card, if there is such a standard for these things. There's the back again. They're broken up into categories, and then there's also suits and signs or something like that. I forget. This one says empathy and relationships. Pixie fairy like again. And it comes with one of those, you know, storage under the sofa bed kind of thing where it has a drawer that comes out, hopefully. And then a reprint of one of the cards in the bottom. And like a lot of things, they throw you off a little by saying the manual's 200 pages. I guess if you count the front and back of the covers and all the blank pages, maybe. There's the website, empoweryourhealerwithin.com. And there it mentions categories. I also linked to, I think it was, what's her name? Benebel Wen did a blog post about it, which was pretty thorough. And mine were in a bag. This bag here. It's not bad as bags go, I guess. I'm not into bags for the most part. Here's the book. And it kind of bugs me a little bit that there's no attribution given. Of course, if you buy a license like that, I guess you don't have to. But it would have been nice to see what it looked like originally. Or maybe the original isn't altered that much. They're just adding, you know, atmospheric stuff around the image. Sparkles and, what did I say? Sparkles, snowflakes, ice, rain, birds, and circles. So maybe it's obvious what the original art is. But I'm sure as they did it, they downloaded an image. So why not keep that and reference it, at least on your website? I don't know about sticking it in the book, but it's well, contents is very good. You can get the PDFs as well, which I'll try to remember to link to. There's card imagery and suits. It looks like there's 9 suits, kinda. And then the 10th one is that unknown card, which is a 0 card. What is earth sensitive? I think we're all earth sensitive since we're kind of stuck here for the meantime. For now, anyway. At least I am. I don't know about you. But then you get a couple pages about each card, like that. Black and white image. And at the end, I was, again, a little upset about no attribution to artists. And I'm probably only saying that because I have 2 sons that are artists. If you add up the pages, it doesn't come to 200. But that's okay. It's not a big deal, right? So that hopefully was a quick show of the Healers of the Earth Oracle. Let's see how quick. 9 minutes. That's not bad. So I can show you what I babbled about. Let's see. Let's alter it like that so you can see what the deck was. Here are my notes in the journal. Now I try to show you what the deck is, and then I go ahead and block it, don't I? Duh. There you go. That's my complainees, or just make sure I don't miss anything. Today's date with some more I heads. This is from a conversation, a doodle, kind of based on an ongoing, lifelong conversation with my sister uh, about why I think Eve was right. You know, that old biblical story to eat the fruit from whatever the tree was about good and evil, knowledge, whatever it is. And that's my version of a slightly out of shape Eve. Going after some sort of fruit with a moon and some angry face looking at her and a serpent. Just a doodle. Totally meaningless. And then there were the questions for that tarot tag thing I did, which I don't normally do. But I had this thought of a post with a rope and how we trap ourselves sometimes. So I'm saying there, with or without the rope, many, most, as in of us, still circle the pole like we're stuck in a rut. We're caged by our beliefs, thoughts, culture. And so I doodled this post that's kind of a chain rope. I guess these are blue and red tears, and it's going around. I don't know what that is. That's some kind of funky looking bat. I don't think there was anything else that I haven't shown before. So I just wanted to kind of show that. But that's not important. This was a quick show of, and zoom out, a quick show of the Healers of the Earth Oracle. So with that, I will say